Welcome to 2Rich2Miss Unscripted. You are back in the building with your southern urban voice, the hottest voice in crypto. And today is Monday, November the 2nd. There's a lot of things going on, obviously. And there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about. Obviously talking about the market. There's some wonderful things happening. And you saw the title, and I'll say it again. If BTC dumps, buy the dip. You don't hear me though. All right, so, and as always, make sure to follow me on 2Rich2Miss on YouTube and on subscribe, like, share, subscribe, obviously. And follow me on 2Rich2Miss on Twitter. And do be sure to follow me on Instagram as well. And we're obviously going to be talking about the markets. We're going to be talking about the numbers and looking at some of the numbers for year to date. Yeah, you see it. That's what's been happening year to date. And we're going to be talking about the election. Honestly, it really doesn't matter. I will tell you why. And as always, looking at the DeFi market, DeFi Pulse, and Robinhood. Guys, if you own and if you are messing with Robinhood, you may want to go through and change your password. Yeah. So we're also going to be still talking about the CBDCs. You know that I've always been talking about these for a while and telling you that it's coming, and it's going to come along a lot sooner than you think. We got the Europeans, they're asking and surveying the country about what their thoughts are about central bank digital currencies. Yeah, oh yeah, it's coming quicker than you think. And just then, once again, to kind of confirm, Australia will explore, guess what, central bank digital currencies. And then, of course, we'll end it up with Facebook banning Bitcoin content. I wonder why. Libra, anyone? All right, we got all of that. And then we also, as usual, got a business shout out. So let's go on and get right into it. And as you know, and as I love to say, the only real color that matters is green. Let's get it.
Welcome to 2Rich2Miss Unscripted with your host, the Southern Urban Voice, Mr. 2 Rich. And this show is about providing you with cryptocurrency and digital asset news, education, and tips that you can use as you take this wild and exciting journey into crypto. And as always, remember, the only real color that matters is green. Let's get it. Speaking Software Show is more than a podcast, but also a resource for software developers at any stage of their career. A no-nonsense guide to all things soft in software development. But more importantly, a 10-year developer working abroad successfully is now available to help you, software developers worldwide, to be their best. Find out more at www.speakingsoftwareshow.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Let's hop right into the markets and go ahead on and talk about and see what's going on out here. As we can see, we got a little mixture of a little green, but mostly red out here. You know what I like about red. Red days are buying days. The market is on sale, and it's a good little mixture here from red and some green over here in the altcoin forest. If you're going over there in the altcoin forest, there's always some things happening over there in the altcoin forest. But definitely make sure that you be careful. And the big boy Bitcoin today is doing about 13,300. It did go through and hit that $14,000 mark and got rejected and came back down. Ethereum right now is about $384 right now as of the recording of this video. Link at about 11:15. And ADA is about 9 cents. I saw that earlier as of the recording of this video. And we kind of just wanted to run through and I put some numbers here into effect when we talk about the market, because, you know, I talk about the market a lot here, and we talk about, I talk about red days or good days, and the market is on sale, and DCA is the way, and all of these wonderful things like that. And you might, you know, and you might say, why? Well, the numbers don't lie. So I decided to go over here and I pulled this chart up in one of my other videos, and I wanted to pull this chart up again just to kind of show you something and to prove a point, because the numbers don't lie. This date range that you're looking at right now is from January to, it's got it backwards. It's got the month and day like that versus, because see, this is actually November the 2nd versus February the 11th, but so anyway, this is from January to present day, right? And I'll just apply it again just for the simple sake of Bitcoin as of right now from year to date is up 85%. Ethereum as of today, year to date, is up 195%. Let's see, even little old XRP is up, which hardly moves at all. Even XRP year to date is up 23%. Let's just pick another one. VeChain. Let's go back. VeChain is, let's pull up this whole little section. Let's see, VeChain year to date up 91%. And I'm picking some of the the more stable ones that I invest. I hold VeChain. Been holding VeChain for a while. Filecoin is up a lot, and this is up a lot because they literally just came on the market. So obviously this is it, and it did kind of do a nice little run up and it had a pullback. But now, and then we got XEM up 200%, Digibyte year to date. So, there's, depending on what you're looking at and depending on what you were, there's some things going on over here in the world of crypto. And these are just a few coins that I'm just randomly just kind of picking up and just pulling just for the sake of showing you what's going on in this market. DCA is the way. So even if you're going into these Ethereum tokens, hey, look at all of the sea of green. Link, you see it, 519% year to date. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So, this is the altcoin, but, there's a lot of things happening over here. But as you can see, we got a lot of red over here too. So I don't want to sit here and deny that there aren't some losers that you could have picked up. But if you're just being very safe and just picking just the big two, staying at the top, and you were dollar cost averaging in, you would be up 85%. If you started this year, it started in January, you would be up 195% if you started in January with Ethereum. But let's just say you just started listening to me and let's go back to August. Just for the sake of, let's go back to August to now. So about 3 months, right? Even 3 months, if you were in Bitcoin in the last 3 months, you're up 12%. And now, let's go back, let's go back to July. Let's go back to July. July looking at about the same. You'd still be up about 12%. If you're looking at that, Ethereum, as you can see, has been stagnant for this whole particular time. Because even from then, even up until now, was this the current price right now on this screen? The other screen was refreshing over there. So Ethereum is still at right. It's been kind of stagnant for the last 90 days, kind of running in this same low range. But Ethereum is very undervalued, and everything is built on Ethereum. And everything is built on Ethereum. As far as the DeFi market anyway, there's a lot that's going on with that. Now, granted, Cardano was bringing up the rear, and Cardano has really got some good things going on, and Cardano is making a play. And I definitely think that Cardano is going to grow as well. I mean, I'm a holder of Cardano also. So, obviously I'm going to talk about the things that I'm holding. But honestly, Cardano has been moving slow, but maybe them moving slow will mean they will have less issues with their products as they go out to launch. So we'll see how all of that goes. But let's move on and get into our next article here. And Bitcoin bulls may concede ground amidst the U.S. election jitters. This particular article is the reason why the title of this video is the way it is. And that's because at the end of the day, if you're a long-term investor, if you see the economic situation, if you look at the economic situation for what it is, and you're looking for a hedge, and you're looking to see what smart money is doing, and I've talked about what smart money has been, and I've talked about that. If you're trying to look for a hedge and you're looking for something to make the whole value in the midst of all of the volatility that's going to be happening, gold, silver, Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, I'm gonna just put them all out there. Because there's a lot of good ones that you can hedge your bets on and create a nice little portfolio for yourself to preserve and hold on to some of your wealth. Especially, we never know how things are going to go with the central bank digital currency as well. So it's not about if, it's about when. So in the midst of all of that, and the reason, and I said all of that to say that we're in a situation right now where if Bitcoin goes down during this election, buy the dip. It could be the best thing happening. It could be the best thing smoking for Bitcoin to take a dip and go down to like $11,000 or something like that. Because everybody that DCAs is going to DCA into that dip and accumulate more when the price pops and goes right back up. Because either way the ball bounces, even with the stock market is going to be volatile for a while, and I think the stock market is going to go down until the next the next president, whoever wins, gets in and does whatever they do. So the stock market is going to take a dip before they go out and feed them some more money, and then they'll get happy, and then the market will come back. But in the meantime, and in between time, Bitcoin, I believe that Bitcoin is going to be doing its decoupling, is going to officially decouple here in first quarter, going through this fourth quarter into the first quarter of next year. I think Bitcoin is going to decouple. So gird your loins and pack your bags. DCA is the way, not financial advice, but the best thing that could happen right now is for Bitcoin to take a dip down to $11,000 to give everybody a good buying opportunity to go on a DCA and buy into that dip, and then just right for it to pop back up. And if you're not DYORing into the altcoin forest, you probably should. It's a lot of good projects going on in the altcoin forest, and you definitely could be making some money out there. With that said, let's look at what's going on in the DeFi market. DeFi Pulse right now has a total value locked in the DeFi market of about 11.14 billion. Looks like we got a slight drop, and then we came back up. So yeah, we were at about 12 billion. If you guys remember from last week, it took about $1 billion hit. This market is still a baby. It is growing by leaps and bounds. And it's definitely something that you definitely should be DYORing into, where you can get in the DeFi space. And we're going to do some more videos about the DeFi market. There's some different things that you really can do in that regard, and some things that I'm going to actually be taking advantage of because I stake a lot. Well, I don't stake a lot. I stake certain ones, but we'll get into all of that in a different video. Now, something very important to keep in mind, something that came out, all you Robinhood people out there, beware, go through and change your passwords and update all your information. Make sure your stuff is safe, because they're saying that they were compromised and dark web hackers allegedly have more than 10,000 login keys. So the key right now for any of you guys that are using Robinhood, I don't have hardly anything over there. I'm over here doing crypto, so I don't have anything over on Robinhood, and Robinhood don't let you have your keys. And you know how it goes. Not your keys, not your crypto. So yeah, Robinhood people out there, y'all be, change your passwords and be careful, and use one of my links in the description and come on over here with us. All right, next up, do Europeans want a decentralized digital euro? Interesting. Now, I know that they're asking this question, but to be quite honest with you, I really don't. I think they're doing this just as a formality. Central bank digital currencies are really just an extra layer of financial control is all they're going to essentially be. They're only asking this as a formality. They're not going to be decentralized, because if they were going to be decentralized, then they would just adopt one of the coins one of the coins that are available right now in the current market, and but of course we all know that's not going to happen. So that it's a formality. I don't think there's anything going to happen with that. And just once again, this just goes into my central bank digital currency conversation, and to re-illustrate my point that it's not about if, it's about when this is going to be happening. When you're talking about central bank digital currencies, these things are going to be here, and you can't tell me that the United States is going to sit around and let the rest of the world get in and take advantage of this technology and this extra layer of financial control, and not implement it on us here in America as well. So this article, good article. I mean, it's informative about what they're going to be doing over there in Australia with the CBDCs. But my whole point with this at the end of the day is this is something it's not about, this is going to happen sooner than you think, and it's going to provide more controls than we want. Next up, I'm surprised in my sarcastic voice. No, Facebook bans Bitcoin content. Are you surprised? Are you surprised? It's interesting. I'm not surprised. Obviously, Facebook has their own agenda when it comes to cryptocurrencies, and well, not even cryptocurrencies. They have their own agenda when it comes to their coin Libra. And so if they feel like there's anything that could threaten or cause what they're trying to do to look bad, they're going to ban it. They're going to shadow ban it. Who's surprised at an article like this? At the end of the day, the moral to the story is what's happening right now is Bitcoin is not an if, or not a, oh, I wonder, is that going to be, this is the thing. And the digital age is here, and currency is coming over, and is coming over hot and heavy. So on these red days that I always like to say, and I love when the charts are red, because these are the times that you really build your wealth. You buy low so that once you pick it up when nobody else is looking, so that next year about this time. Oh, let me change the chart. Let me change the custom date let me change this back to January so that next year about this time you can look back a year and see your portfolio up 84% or up 194%. And obviously past performance is not any indication of future results. But hey, numbers don't lie, men and women don't. Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Too Rich to Miss Unscripted. We're going to get these back going for you hot and heavy. Got some other wonderful things coming out of the can. So we're going to be pushing out some more good quality content, and you're going to see some wonderful things coming along. And as always, keep in mind, DCA is the way, and get in on the red days. And as always, the only real color that matters is green. Peace.